It's amazing the energy flowing through today. It's really windy here, and that's good for me. My goddess Bridget sent me an email today. She said she was searching for a picture of Isis, and this is the image that she found. And it reminded her of me. Yeah. Isis. It's funny, how like the more learning and knowledge that comes through, how we can identify with so many aspects of ourselves. And really have been everything. And when the wind flows like this for me, I can feel everything. Today, my Canada Rocks sharing is Leonard Sumner. Res Poetry is his first CD. I discovered him early. I say discovered. No, I didn't, discover him. I haven't met him yet. In the days when I was on Facebook, I had Jackie Travers. I wonder sometimes why I haven't relinked on YouTube to the people who might have the things that they have that were from my Facebook Soul Family Tribe. And those things will happen when they're meant to happen. If I had visions of meeting Jackie Travers and knowing I would meet her and see her, that part hasn't disappeared. It's just whatever. Jackie is an Indigenous artist from Manitoba, and she's been implicated as an activist in the Rock the Vote, and she's that thing, been through everything, been there, done that, and created the t-shirts. And yeah, look her up, Jackie Travers, Winnipeg. In the last days of my Facebook world, I know that she was going to be traveling somewhere for learning, so I'm not sure if she's based out of there, but you can find her if you're on Facebook. She's amazing. And she had posted a video once of Leonard Sumner, and I listened to the song halfway through. I couldn't buy what he had that was there. It was a Facebook upload, so I went and looked him up on what was my device at the time, Apple. I bought the Res Poetry, paid for the album without even listening to it. I just knew. And that's when I was in Tamagami, when I was in the midst of life change number, I don't know, and knowing that I had to fly, and not necessarily putting it off. Sometimes we think we're putting it off, but it's just not the right time. So, it's all words, and sometimes whatever, you just know it's not time yet. You're not in resistance. It's not time. And touch my face a lot. I get all a lot of stuff around me when I do videos. When I look back at my videos, I'm not self-conscious about it, but I'm just aware of what's touching me and how I'm activated. It's neat. But yeah, so when I found Leonard Sumner, I went on Apple, paid for the album, whatever you call it, and he, along with Grandfather Commanda's voice, were major activators for me. I believe Leonard Sumner to be a poet and a prophet. To me, he's one of the biggest lights in the indigenous music industry, and the recognition that he has or doesn't have. I'm not sure what his second album has brought for him in his life. I was the same on Facebook as I am here. When I went on Facebook, I spoke to artists and mommies and daddies and actors and actresses, and if I could write a message and get a response, I did. If you don't want a message, you're gonna block your messagery, or you're not gonna look at it. You don't know unless you ask. So I started speaking to Leonard really, like, pretty much the first day I found him. And as most people don't know how to react to my little, like, I'm so proud of you and I'm so glad I found you ways, he always handled it really well, with grace. Really cool dude. And that's the thing about being a little white girl in Canada. What my package is doesn't show what my DNA is. And as much as we are one, because of how the actual facts of how people are treated in certain provinces and certain cities, there's a resistance to integration in a way that just I completely understand. I've been on the Truth and Reconciliation Trail for a while, and like looking at it from the bird's eye view perspective, my DNA perspective, the visions that come to me, the things that flow through me, cannot be denied. And Leonard was always cool. When I sent him a message, he always responded. And he always responded very gracefully. And I always said, like, if you know you're going to be, like, in North Bay or the area, like, please just let me know. Like as if he's going to remember or fucking give a fuck that somebody wants to go see him specifically and tell her. And the hardest thing for me is that he was actually in Ottawa in December. I think it was the 8th. That's how much I wanted to be there and put out the wish to my angels, and was not able. He was actually at a festival in Huntsville, Barrie, Orillia area last summer, 2 summers ago, and I missed that. And I keep missing him when he's close. So again, divine timing, not meant to happen. When you see a brother really early, doesn't mean you're gonna meet the brother soon. And that's the thing, I'm like that little cheerleader, like, this is my big brother, and oh my god, I can't wait to meet you, but it just hasn't happened. And for how I roll, I actually had the balls 3 years ago. I was really writing a lot of songs that were songs, but I don't have the melody yet. And so I actually sent him my words. No, I sent him a message once, and I was like, I have a lot of words that flow through me. I know they're songs, but I don't have the melody. Is there any way you would read my words and see if they resonate with you, to see if you're the melody that matches with my words? Artists collaborate all the time. It has nothing to do with the fact that he's a boy and I'm a girl, and the pedestal I have him on is, I hate to put people on a pedestal, but it's just like, he's there and I want that too, not in a jealousy way, but in the, like, that's my future. And anyways, he wrote me back. He did, and it was one of the most beautiful responses, instead of just being ignored or being pushed away, that I ever had. And his response was basically that he was honored that I would even think of him to want to show my words to, but that he believed that everyone had the melody within, and he could not take that from me. He didn't want to block that the melody would come from me. Well, I gotta tell you, it's been exactly 3 years, and if I look back in you know, the timing of it, probably 3 years and a week and a half. It was in mid-March, 3 years ago that I sent that, and it's still not flowing through me to the, to the point where I have my guitar that's nearby. I cut my nails all the time. I try to tune it, because you can, download apps. It's everywhere, and it's not meant to flow from me or right now. And and it's, yeah, it's fucked when you've got your instrument and it's near you, but there's nothing that flows, and it's not a lack of confidence. It's picking up the guitar and being told within, like, you can try as much as you want, it's not time yet. And you're like, but I want it to be time. And anyways, I get it, but I don't get it sometimes. And a part of me gets it, because if I was able to self-soothe by playing my instruments, I would never search out anyone else in the fucking world. I would be like out in the wild, not giving a flying fuck, creating that shit, and not giving, like, creating unity within, putting it out there for the collective consciousness, but not giving a flying fuck if I ever saw another human again. And that might sound severe, but that is why that I'm built how I'm built, to search, not have my full knowledge, and know that I must have the connections to make my knowledge flow. And it is a strong inner knowing. It is 100%, because I'm comfortable with me, myself, and I, to the point where if I had all the knowing alone, I would not be poking at anybody, emailing anybody. Like, truthfully, I say that with 100%, 144,000%, knowing that that's why my triggers are implanted across the world, and different brothers and sisters, and different things that come to me later, and that I'm not able to just burst out all my gifts, because it's that strong in me, that feeling of balance, and I'm okay alone. But I can't be alone, because y'all, like, and the people that are meant to come into my life are the ones that hold the triggers and the keys for the rest of my shit to, like, integrate, activate. Yep, we're all built different, and that's how I'm built, and it's like, it is what it is. Yeah, so that was my Canada vibes sharing today. This is my fourth video I make today, and I have no attachments when I make my videos. They are what they are. Obviously, the 3 others didn't download, and that's a sign for me that what I was saying is not for everyone. It was for me to understand what I needed to understand of whatever it was. Obviously, if I wasn't meant to put it out, I'm not going to start re-babbling about it now, because this one will not float either. And I want to share Leonard Sumner with y'all. I like sharing music. Said that yesterday. Meant it. And yeah, he's awesome. And one of the things about Res Poetry, his first album, I can learn songs that I don't even, like, care about off by heart without even trying. I have never been able to sing one of his songs front to back. Never. And that is fucked up for me, because it's like, I can listen to a song on the radio once and know it practically off by heart without even caring about it or having an attachment. And then I can listen to this album on repeat for, like, months sometimes at a time, with, or years. I've been listening to it. I love that part. That blows my mind. Yeah, I can remember songs like from, like 1981 that were only radio played then, and all of a sudden I hear them 20 years later and I still know them off by heart. And I've never been able to sing one song of Leonard Sumner front to back. Anyways, that's my Wednesday happy vibes for y'all. Big message from within that I'm getting from the people I resonate with. Compassion. Put it out there, especially for yourself. Well, because when you do it for yourself, you're just naturally doing it for everyone else. But be worthy, feel worthy, break out of that programming, conditioning, mind fuck, and go with the soul flow. Have a good day. I'm still in like that laugh thing. It's awesome.